will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action. Winston. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Ross on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. Is complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Marcus Mariota. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I heard...
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. First down, here's White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Now on 2nd and 13. Winston being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On play action, Winston rolling to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Uzomah. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, White. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Flushed out right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota now, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Corey Legent.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught. This is White. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. In 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 65 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Second down and goal. Mariota, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling...
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston now, escaping the pressure right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Jones has it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Switch. Come on. Sunday. Green, come and Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there. Let me go.
Here's Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check tight.
Throwing is Mariota. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mariota to throw it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott Good with a PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Winston completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Trent Murphy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on 1st down, Mariota, he'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross, 81 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott Good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something as safe as something.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Corey Legion able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Dancing to, and he's going to go down again. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. White, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Opting to run again here with White. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, it's White. Now White lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Ready? You ready? Let's go. Green, triple team.
Play fake. Winston steps away to his left. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 82 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey,
Play action now. Winston. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. But now it's third down. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage. They also lose the down. So now it's third and long. Now he steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line.
And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
That good for 19 and a first down. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eluding the pressure right. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 62 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Mariota. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said,
he's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Bullock good on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mariota. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. On 3rd down, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line.
Green, Timothy. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On play action, Winston. He's going to air one out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, Winston. It's complete to Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. From the gun, Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Nigel Bradham brings him down. On second down now, it's Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. First down, Winston. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's a gain of 3, and it sets them up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. To throw Mariota. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Throwing here, Mariota finds his tight end Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Mariota now. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Mariota. This is brought in by Hardy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Wait. Flip it.
One last shot now for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.